If you want to see how I built this new wood storage cabinet, stay tuned, because today that's what we're going to do. We finished our little workbench yesterday, and I went to clean out my wood rack and got it all unloaded and was trying to figure out what I was going to do, and I decided that this monstrosity has to go. I need to fix this embarrassment. Well, welcome to another Memphis Monday. As you saw there in the intro, we need to build another wood rack, because the wood rack I have now is an embarrassment to the sport of woodworking. And it's going to be a pretty big job too, because we have to demolish the old one, we have to design the new one, we have to build it. I've got to deconflict this area here so I can get my scaffolding and ladders and all that stuff in there. So we got a lot to do. So we better knock off the chatter and get to work. Well, I got the demolition done. I'm saving, that's the wood I was able to salvage. This is one of the reasons I wanted to take it out. See the dirt that was underneath the thing. I clean up this mess and we can start building. Those are the back cleats. See, our little tool table we built last week's already here in this keep, isn't it? Putting on the back stringer, this is a stringer that will hold up the plywood that's going to make up the shelves. This one by material is pretty warped. So I'm having to watch it pretty close. One of the things I like to do whenever I got a project that uses a lot of repeat measurements over and over is use a marking gauge. There's no use measuring every single time. With a marking gauge, you can just sort of carry that measurement around with you. Here I'm attaching the stringers. These stringers will hold the weight of the plywood. Well, I threw that piece of plywood up there so I could go over here and show you the concept. The weight is held by these 2x2s that go to the floor. There's 6 of them. And then there's a 1x4 doubled up. There's 2 of them. And then on top of the 1x2, there is a 1.5 by 3/4 inch stringer, and there's four stringers per row. And then on top of that is the 3/8 inch
Well, I'm cutting out the panels
plywood.
for the shelving material. Cutting it out using my new DeWalt 20-volt max jigsaw. I'll tell you what, I can't tell you how much I'm liking this thing. You notice that didn't take off very much wood. I think I've talked about this before, but you know, the standard sizes of wood, you got to figure that into your construction. So what I did is I made the shelves just slightly, I mean you can see, not very much, just very slightly less than 2 feet. That way I could get 2 shelves out of one. So what we're doing here is building out the frame so we can put a cabinet front on this thing so we can put doors on it. We've already got this thing doing some work. I'm going to put doors on this thing. I need to fill in these gaps right here so that my front here is flat. So I need to build this out by 7/8 of an inch, and I got some stock cut size to that thickness. And then how it'll end up is like this. It'll be flat across here, and we can put our face front. What I'm doing here right on there, fitting in place the cabinet front, and then the doors will fit right over this. We'll be making doors in just a minute. I got the cabinet front on, and the purpose of the cabinet front is to give a nailer for the positioning of the doors, and provides a flat, uniform surface. We're going to use the same style of shop doors as we have for our main shop cabinets over there. And we also have them on this heavy here I've
workbench.
got
The setup for our shop doors for our wood cabinet.
Got several steps to go, but when it's done, it'll fit right up there like that. Let's make the rest of them.
Craig Jigs makes a clamp that's got extra space in here to reach in and flush those joints.
Another thing I really like about this clamp, unlike most vice grip kind of clamps, to take it off, you just grab a hold of this handle and pull up, and it comes right off. And to apply it, it's equally simple. And I got the lateral clamping motion of my big clamp, and then the clamping pressure of this pocket hole clamp, and now I can just put my screws in. I don't want to put a lot of glue, and I don't want any squeeze out. on the front. So I'm keeping the glue far away from this inner edge here. Probably don't even need glue, but I'm putting it down anyway. Then, good side towards the front. If you exceed the range, to do a little sanding. I'm installing doors as I put the hinges on. A couple of things I want to tell you. First of all, this cleat. I put this cleat in here. It's just a piece of flat wood which I leveled up and just put in with a couple of brads. This will provide a level. It'll make all the bottoms of all the drawers or all the doors level, and it'll also provide a platform to set the door on. What I do is, on this soft wood, I don't even pre-drill. I use a ice pick and pre-drill with the ice pick. We use this natural stain on several of our recent projects. I think it'll look good here too. Well, there she is. We got the doors on and got them stained. Looks like we wait maybe an hour or so and put some polyurethane on it and some hardware. Well, I got some poly on the our wood storage rack, and I thought it turned out so well. I think it's kind of dark and dingy back there, so I'm gonna. Well, I got the first two lights in. Already makes a difference, doesn't it? What I'm doing is I'm employing all three of my workbenches to give me a platform to reach up in the overhead to put those lights in. Okay, let me work on those other lights. I got the lights in, and there's the cabinet. Let's go over and take a closer look at it. I was able to get some more storage space out of this deal too. I can put one of my shop vacs, a trash can, and my tool dolly underneath the wood storage shed. I don't know if you've seen the inside yet. So you can open it up and pick the wood you want. Short pieces, you can just take them out just like long pieces. The ends are open, so long pieces here at the top and well all the way along, you can put long pieces in and out. The doors actually came out real nice. I guess we went into that in some detail. I stained the backs of the doors too. All right, I think it's quite a nice addition to the shop, and the lights help too. My plywood, I'm going to store against that garage door over there. Well, I guess that'll do it for another Memphis Monday. We got our wood storage cabinet complete. We got some garage cleaned up a little bit. We got some new storage space. We got some lights installed.
So overall, I think we got our money's worth. So tweet and comment and Facebook and Google and womp. But most of all, be back next week for another exciting Memphis Monday. Thanks for watching.